Episode 15. You know what to do, my man. We are back. The Zero Powerlifting Podcast is what it is. And today I want to tell you to keep your opinion to yourself. This is a little bit more business focused, but I think it's cool for everyone to hear this. I think it's also pertinent timing, just with everything that's going on with COVID around Australia and the lockdowns. The weird thing about having a coaching business in 2021 is that business operates primarily on social media, especially like in the coaching, and now with COVID, the online coaching space, which is really taken over more so than it had already before COVID. We now have this interesting way of doing business, which happens heavily on social media. And a lot of people's businesses on social media are run by themselves. So it's like it's a one-man show or a one-woman show, one-person show. And that can be a little bit tricky sometimes. The thing with the coaching world as well is that we get into coaching with no business experience. So we never really think about what it's like to be a business or what it's like to be separate from a business. It's weird though, because most of us have had jobs where we've worked for someone else. And when we work for someone else, we really get indoctrinated, or we really start to understand the idea of we are representing this company. We are representing this business. And within that structure and that framework, there's often guidelines around what you can say, what you can do, how you can act, how you can dress, a lot of things that come into play that helps the business represent itself well. Now, you are the business. You are the coach, the business is you, it's all tied up together. The thing is, you're separate from that. Your business is separate to you as a person, even though they are kind of one and the same thing. So I'm getting a little bit cryptic here. What I mean by this is, when you share an opinion, it can be easy to forget that your opinion is a direct reflection, or can be perceived as a direct reflection of your business. Your business probably doesn't have an opinion on most things. Your business probably doesn't have an opinion on COVID. Your business probably doesn't have an opinion on the vaccine, on how the lockdown is managed, on a lot of things. But if you have an opinion, what you're doing when you share that opinion with the world via social media, the same place that you are selling your business, or your business is selling through, what you're telling people is this is your business's opinion, and that can be really harmful. So if you are sitting there and you're making really heavy political posts and really angry COVID posts, what you may not realize is your business is saying that. And sure, I mean, like, you might have your personal beliefs on that, and that's totally fine. You are more than welcome to have your personal beliefs on that. You have to ask yourself the question, if someone wants to buy from you, how much of your personal belief do they need to have? And if the answer is not much, if they don't need to share your opinion, then it's probably not worth you sharing your opinion with them, because that might stop them giving you money, giving your business money. This becomes even more pertinent the bigger you get as a business, because you step back and you start to realize that the business is more than you, that the business starts to get a louder voice than you, that you don't speak for the business as much as you used to when it was just you. And so I'm sharing this with you so you don't make mistakes in terms of saying too much, doing the wrong thing, upsetting people that would potentially otherwise give you money. If you're going to have strong opinions on things, it might be worth separating your personal from your business and making sure the people that are watching your personal are people that you want to watch your personal. It's the really tricky thing with social media. It's such a welcoming platform to say whatever you want to say, and you forget that eyes are on you. A really easy way around this is to think, how do you view social media? When you're sitting through when you're sitting on Instagram, you're scrolling through stories, you're scrolling through your feed, you're seeing what people do and what people say. What are you thinking? When you see someone post something controversial, what are you thinking to yourself? Are you laughing to yourself? Are you sharing this with your friends? Are you screenshotting it? What are you doing with that information? And then you have to think, everyone's doing this with my stuff. And if in doing that stuff yourself, you're thinking, I would never buy anything from this person because of how they are acting or what they're saying, people are doing that with you too. or people have the potential to do that with you too. So it makes you start to become really mindful of what you're sharing, how you're sharing it, and it really helps you disconnect the divide, or create that divide between you as a person and you as a business. The more strategic you get with that, the more likely you are to have success with your messaging with the business. Because again, put yourself in your own shoes. How many people have you seen do something controversial and you've decided that I am no longer loyal to that person, I'm not going to follow them, not going to listen to them, their opinion doesn't matter. It's really, really, really hard to buy that opinion back. If that opinion is lost, or if that loyalty, that following is lost, it's really hard to get that back. I can speak from personal experience. Many years ago, I got very, very busy. I didn't have the systems to handle the amount of influx of clients and work that I was getting. I was still working for the government at the same time. I was still running the gym, and I was taking on too many online clients, more online clients than my systems could handle. And I developed a routine. I developed a bit of a reputation around my communication, more specifically around how slow it was. And people are laughing at this because I am kind of slow at communication now. But compared to then, I'm like Speedy Gonzalez now. A one-day turnaround on a message is fantastic compared to what it used to be many years ago. That reputation has been really, 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 really hard to kick. Really hard to drop. It took me years for people to stop thinking that I was far too busy for anything. And the reality is like you create this perception, you develop this opinion. Again, it can be really, really, really hard to change. So be super mindful about what you're posting, about how you're posting, about how you're sharing your business, also how you're sharing your opinions, because it is a direct reflection on your business. What you do and say is representative of your business. If you are a sole trader and you're the direct representative of what you're selling, be careful. Hope that helps. Share this around. Really love to answer any of your questions, and I'll catch you next time.